بس انقلره متخصصة.
Okay.
ده Zartonk Media.
Okay, English. Got it.
Martuni. Anatomy.
Got a nice hospital.
Kanka bedana. With palm trees. Are these apartment buildings?
These buildings, yeah, they're apartment buildings.
Wow, they look good.
A lot of them are for, I want to say, people that served in the war or they lost a loved one or stuff like that. You know, it's but not like exclusively. Yeah.
Montaigne statue. Why is it here?
Well, he served as the commander in this region. He left a very big impression on the people here. He's one of the reasons that the Martuni region was victorious during the 90s war. And one of his strongest legacies is his preachings to the people here and how he didn't let anybody leave. Basically, the women, the children, everybody stayed. Everybody had a role to play, and that's one of the reasons that few people left this area during the war. Most people stayed here, or stayed until the end, or they stayed as long as they could. But women, children, they didn't just leave the region or the area. It didn't get as depopulated as fast as some others wanted, and even when they were told to evacuate, leave, retreat, the people were very stubborn here, and they didn't. So it comes from that. The teachings during the 90s. Elementary, high school, you could see all the holes from a lot of repair work done in a lot of places in the city, but still the scars of war are still there. And some of them have to remain, in my opinion, some of them have to remain to serve as a reminder to people, to not forget, to remember exactly what our neighbors want to do to us and what they did, and that them just saying that they want to live peacefully with us it's not a reflection of the reality of what they truly want to do. We should never forget that.
So, what's your name and why did you move here?
My name is Shant, Charshafian. The why I moved here is...
Wait, where is here first of all?
Where is here?
Yeah.
Here is Martuni city in the Republic of Artsakh. The why, I'm Armenian, it's our land. Why not? It wasn't like a conscious decision of I want to move here right now or I want to come here right now. I came here a little bit before the war and decided to stay. That's about it.
Well, why didn't you come here before the war?
The last time I had came here was in 2004 with my graduating class. I went to an Armenian school in LA, and after that I always wanted to come here. I always wanted to move to my homeland, start a life over here, but in America it was just like the day-to-day, and the years rolled by and it never really happened. You're always just making plans, and life goes by while you're making those plans. And then it just, when I came here on vacation prior to the war, everything changed. There's added value to it, Unfortunately, a lot of lives were recently lost due to what happened, and a lot of people died and spared no effort in order for us to keep this country and keep this land and keep that rich heritage that we have here. and eventually this is where we belong. This is our country, and we have to own it, and you can't own it from far away, and you can't love it until you feel it with your hands and your feet, and you wake up here. And I mean, the simplest thing I could say is that you don't live somewhere and then plant a tree in your neighbor's yard. You know, it's this is our yard, and we should plant our trees over here. This is where we should grow our roots.
Okay, what's your what was difficult though? It's not easy. You're from LA.
You know, there's a lot of things that are difficult, but it's the same difficulty that you would face. I feel like that you would face uprooting your life in one place and taking it somewhere else, whether it be Armenia or France or Australia or whatnot. It would be, I would probably face those same difficulties. There's a lot of bureaucracies here that I feel could be changed to become more efficient. At the end of the day, it's a former Soviet state, and there's a lot of relics of the Soviet Union here, and the bureaucracy is one of it, one of those problems. Unfortunately, it seems like these are barriers that would be easy to fix and change so that people can more easily adapt and integrate into the system of the country over here. But it needs effort. It needs effort from people all around the world, from Armenians all around the world, and people need to have initiative. You know, they have to take initiative and just pick something and work on it and help develop it. This country right here it's a baby. It's a 30-year-old country. It's obviously it's still crawling baby steps, you know, for it to get somewhere. And it's seen so many wars in this small little 30-year time span. So it's going to have a lot of difficulties, and it's part of the growing pains, what we're going through right now. But if everybody comes and puts in, they take ownership of this land and this country, then it'll be a really, really great place. There's a lot of potential. It's already a beautiful place. It's a wonderful place with wonderful people. But there's so much more that we could do. So much we could do to make it, you know, people say, oh, Switzerland, this could be 10 times even better than Switzerland over here. We can do it. There's the potential, there's the possibility, but it takes effort and ownership. Yeah. You said did they hit anywhere here?
Yeah.
Like right here.
That's from the war?
Yeah. I have parts from the missile. From that. Like I dug through it. I found it. Yeah.
Wow.
Here in front, over there somewhere. But the house didn't get hit. Like the house the guy built didn't get hit. You know. A lucky guy. Spent like 7 years building this house.
Yeah.
So he's pretty lucky they didn't hit it. I'm lucky too.
Yeah. Doesn't now you have a child here, you live here with your wife.
Yeah.
The uncertainty, doesn't it bother you? I mean, obviously it bothers you, but how do you deal with it?
Working. We have to become strong. The stronger we become, the less uncertain our faith is. In every field, you know. If you're somebody that, whatever job you do, whatever work you do, if you do it well, and you put in a good effort, and you try to strive to do your best over here, you make the country stronger. And we have to change a lot of things about, even from our simplest, like educational system, to how the government is run and what ideals and ideas we pass on to our kids. People have to be instilled with that pride and those national ideas, like to love this land, you know. It's unfortunately materialism throughout the world It seems like materialism is, people strive for material, almost everywhere. Material goods, money, 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 chasing money, but it's not going to get you the happiness that you want, and it's money is not everything. Money is not everything. This country is worth a lot more than a check, or there's no dollar amount price tag that you could put on having your own country and having the freedom and having the possibility that you could build something new and something worthy of what our ancestors had and fought for, and for so many years, whether it be thousands of years ago when our kings, they built so much and they did so much, and whether it's the people in the survivors of the genocide and how they built communities throughout the world and strived for one day to have a free, independent homeland. And now we have it. We have to do everything that we can to strengthen it, and that's the only way. Once we're strong, the stronger you are, the less insecurities you have, the less you have to worry. The strongest countries, whether it's USA, Russia, whatever, everywhere, there's the possibility of war, there's the possibility of crimes, everywhere has its dangers, and obviously we're no exception to that. Considering the neighborhood we live in, we shouldn't be surprised. It's expected. We've been surrounded by these neighbors that want to annihilate us, and we have to seriously consider our place in the world and how we have to proceed forward. Everybody wants peace and a peaceful life. Everybody wants to just, sit right here with this nice nature and scenery and the sound of the birds and everything. And I want peace, but you don't get peace by begging for it. You get peace through strength. We have to be strong.
Հոս ուզես կալավրիլա, ատքյուը։
Քիչ ավելի ներսեր արան։ Զարերը ուր են, զարերուններ։
Ինչպես ես զգացում, որ էլեյեն ու կասաման չես տեսած կյանքիդ մեջ։
Հայրենիքի մեջ ենք եղբայր, ինչպես հայրենիքի մեջ ենք։ Քեշով լավով ասե եւ մեկը ծրի հայրենիք մի չի դամեզի, չէ։ Հայրենիքը չեմ կարծել մեկը գա ժողովուրդը ասում որ բարձ ծրի անվտանգ հայրենիք մստացած է։ Հայրենիքը պետք է աշխատես, որ բահես, պետք է արյուն թափես, որ հայրենիք նվաճես, եւ ըրած ենք ադի եւ ասպադերազմինալ ինչքան դղակ, ինչքան չանք չխնայեցին, որ մենք աս հիմակվա ունեցածը բահենք, դե խաղաղ օրերով, եթե պատրաստ չենք հիմա չագերտյա խաղաղ օրերով հոս մնալու, արարելու, շինելու, ստեղծելու, ուրեմն առանց պատերազմի դանք իրենց վերջանանք ինչ իմաստ ունի ադիգա։ Կամ պիտի ապրենք արարենք, կամ քաղաքտականի ցուբը պիտի առնենք, մի դերթանք աշխարհը գլոր միտպդդինք, միջև ցուլենք ու վերջ։ Հիմա դեսար մի քանի կանցեր, բաներ, հրաշք բնություն, մի քանի ավելի քյուղ երթանքն է, հոնդեղնալ ինչ պատմություն կա, Անահիտի աղբյուրը կա, Անահիտի աղբյուրը վաչական թագավորը եկած է, երկար պատմություն է բան է, դե հոն է դեղը։ Քիչար աս պատմությունները կան, որ գլսես, բայց հիմա իսկական հոն ատ դեղն ես, քիչար ատ վայրը որ դեղեն ատ պատմությունը սկսած է։ Եվ վստահ եմ ինչքան շփվենք տեղացիներու հետ, ինչպես մի քանի րոպե առաջ շփվեցանք, ավելի ալ բաներ կսորվենք եւ ինչպես ասենք, երգիրը միջև չքաս, ցերքով ոտով չշոշափես, չսկաս, լավ չես կնար արժևորել, չես կնար հերվից, այսինքն սիրել։ Սիրես հերվից, բայց միջև չջանչնաս, քուգը չես կնար թարցնել։ Գեղձ է ադիգա, որ գարձենք, որ հա պատմությունը սորվեր ենք, լեզուն սորված ենք եւ հայրենասեր ենք եւ գսիրենք բանը։ Միջև չքաս, չբդդիս, չշրջիս, ցերքով ոտքով չթտնաս, չդեսնես, իսկապես չես կնար այդպես սիրել ինչպես ադիգա անելեն հետո